The Premier League is finally back. In today's news, we'll look at every Big Six club's first 5 fixtures, analyze a pretty interesting Baleba alternative, cover all movements in the transfer market, and so much more, because PSG vs Tottenham wasn't the only match yesterday. Now, although PSG didn't play a single preseason friendly this summer, starting training just 5 days ago, Spurs still pulled a Spurs, managing to lose even though they led 2-1 in the 93rd minute. They did impress me though, and Thomas Frank saying he wants to strengthen the squad, there's no doubt about it, afterwards makes me think they're going to be a pretty serious threat this season. A player that stood out to me yesterday was not only Chevalier for saving himself and PSG from kind of an awkward situation, but Kang-in Lee. That was a big time goal. Not quite as good as this finish from halfway during Sheffield Wednesday's match yesterday, but he took his chance, and I'd be curious to see what he could do starting for a different top club. Vlahovic, unfortunately, during Juve's friendly match against their own youth team, failed to take this opportunity and just got destroyed on Twitter. Not because of him, but fans ended up storming the pitch and the match was suspended, but it wasn't the only one that finished early yesterday. Manchester United's U21s played, and Sekou Koné suffered a pretty scary clash of heads and was given treatment for 15 minutes before being stretchered off. Luckily, he's in stable condition, but the match was suspended. Anyways, United, who are after Baleba, which we'll discuss in a second, along with all Big Six sides, are back in action this weekend. The Premier League is back. I'm so excited. These are the first 5 fixtures of all the Big Six clubs. United will face Arsenal this weekend, then go to Fulham, Burnley, Manchester City, and then Chelsea. Arsenal obviously play United, then they're at home to Leeds, Liverpool away, Nottingham Forest, and then Manchester City. Liverpool play Bournemouth this weekend, then have Newcastle, Arsenal, Burnley, and Everton. Chelsea play Palace this weekend, then go away to West Ham, then play Fulham, Brentford, and then United. Manchester City have Wolves this weekend, then play Tottenham, Brighton, Manchester United, and then Arsenal. As for Tottenham, they play Burnley this weekend, then face City, Bournemouth, West Ham, and Brighton. Luckily, the transfer window doesn't shut until the end of the month, so teams can still sign players, but I'm not sure about United in Baleba. According to David Ornstein, United players have been reaching out to him, who I assume are his international teammates like Andre Onana and Mbemo, but he also said if Brighton value him too high, United just will walk away. And after Caicedo broke a transfer record, I wouldn't really expect anything less, so it made me start thinking about alternatives. Romeo Lavia has played less than 20 Premier League games over the last 2 seasons with injuries, and now he's dealing with competition from Caicedo and Esugo. There's Adam Wharton, who's less athletic than Baleba, but a pretty good ball winner and actually better at breaking lines with his passing. And then there's players outside the Premier League who are probably a lot cheaper. Agoumé of Sevilla is a pretty interesting profile. I could even see Brighton signing him as Baleba's replacement. Comparing the two, you can actually see he outperforms Baleba in tackles, interceptions, and aerial duels. Now, he might not be as effective as Baleba when it comes to like driving the ball forward, but he's pretty decent in possession as well. And all I know is they're looking to sign someone because other teams are strengthening. I mean, as you know, Liverpool agreed a fee for 18-year-old Leone. Marc Guéhi, on the other hand, looks likely to stay at Crystal Palace now because the valuation between the two clubs are just off, so unless something changes, he'll end up being a free agent next summer. Inter are focused on Lookman, but Nkunku is an alternative. Bayern are also interested in him, but their #1 target is Voltamato, who they had a 60 million euro bid for rejected by Stuttgart yesterday. It's crazy because they signed him as a free agent last summer, and now they're asking for 75 million euros. Paris FC want to sign Kevin Trapp. Marseille want Zagrova on loan from Lille. Aston Villa could let Leon Bailey join Roma, which is why they've inquired about Trossard. And if that happens and Arsenal sells some more players, Manchester City might have some competition for Rodrigo. That's Pep's #1 target this summer, so if you want to stay updated, come back tomorrow.